You don't want to be stuck in your 9-to-5 job for the rest of your life. I get it. You want to be chilling at a beach drinking pina coladas. I understand. And the internet is full of people telling you how to be rich tomorrow and that it's super easy to live off of passive income. Like this guy with a bow tie, pretending you can make almost $800 without doing anything. This guy making more passive income in a month than most people do from active income in a year. Or Graham Stephan telling you how to make $100 a day or $200 in just 30 minutes. Shout out to you if you're watching. No hate against any one of you guys. I wish you all the best. But living just on passive income is not that easy as it seems. Doesn't mean it's impossible though. So let's look at 3 sources of real passive income that you can start building even with a small budget. In this week's video.
Perfinex, Personal Finance for Expats.
What's up everyone? Welcome to a new investing video from Perfinex. Today with a video about passive income in Germany. Is it possible? And if so, how do you do it? Well, let's start with some good news. It certainly is possible, and we will have a closer look at 3 possibilities today. But this video will be a little different than all these other passive income videos that you see here on YouTube. I'm not gonna tell you to start a website and put ads on it, writing a book and selling it, doing Amazon FBA, creating some kind of digital agency, starting a YouTube channel. We started this YouTube channel about a year ago, uploading our first video on May 20, 2020. And here's a screenshot of our analytics. We haven't made a single cent from ad revenue. And it's been almost a year uploading at least 1, sometimes 2 videos a week. All these supposedly magical formulas for passive income are not real. There's just a lot of people making a ton of money with online courses, selling you a dream that doesn't exist. They buy fake followers, fake likes, shoot a fake video partying on a beach to make you believe it's real. It's not. There is no magic formula for passive income. But if you think you found the holy grail, shoot us a message on WhatsApp or book a free meeting right here. Excited to hear it. You'd like to have some more money without really working for it. So do I. I'm passionate about this too. And if you're serious about creating passive income for yourself, listen to the next sentence very closely. Because the cold hard truth will save you from buying all these stupid courses. You ready? It. Let me also put some magic into this. Here is Axel Brückner's very own secret 3-step formula for passive income that has never been shared on the internet before. Step 1. Work your ass off and earn as much money as you reasonably can. Ask your boss for a raise, if you do some extra tasks, do a part-time job, whatever you want to do and how serious you are about creating passive income for yourself. Step 2. Save that money that you earned, don't spend it all. Stop buying stupid that you don't need. You want passive income, right? Right. Put your money where your mouth is. And step 3, take that extra money and invest it in productive assets. Because productive assets have the ability to generate a cash flow and therefore passive income for yourself. And that's the honest truth. There's something in between your job that you don't like doing and that relaxing time on the beach. Work hard, save money, invest wisely. And how do you do that? Here's how. Possibility number 1 for passive income are dividends. I personally love dividends. And rightfully so. Because if you look at that Hartford study from last year, you'll see that over the last 90 years, dividends accounted for 42% of the total return of the S&P 500 index. An index that consists of the 500 largest companies in the US. And if you look at the 1970s, you'll see the dividends accounted for 73% of the total return. That is absolutely huge. And that's what she said. But remember one thing. Past performance is no guarantee for future results. So don't blindly invest in dividend-paying stocks or ETFs just because a very handsome and charismatic guy on the internet with a beard tells you that it has been a historically great investment. The big advantage of this form of passive income is that you can start with very little money. For everyone watching from India, very similar to your SIP. For everyone not watching from India, a systematic investment plan where you can invest little money every month in ETFs and mutual funds. You can start with the money you save from the solidarity tax cut, for example. If you wonder what I'm talking about, compare your December 2020 payslip with your January 2021 payslip and watch this video to find out if you are saving what you should be saving. Link is in the description. Second advantage, since you can start with little money, it is very easy to diversify. Meaning you don't just invest in one dividend paying stock or one dividend paying ETF, you invest in a lot of different dividend payers and create a nice portfolio for yourself. That is one of 7 investing tips. If you wonder what the other 6 investing tips are, check out our free Investing in Germany master course right here on YouTube. Links also in the description. As you know from our channel already, if you watched some of our videos before, nothing's perfect. That's why passive income in form of dividends has some downsides as well. First of all, it takes time or a lot of money, like millions, which you don't have, because then you wouldn't watch this video. Let's be honest with each other. So be patient and enjoy the journey. Because if you invest 100 euro in a dividend payer that pays a 4% dividend per year, which would be quite a lot, you only get 4 euros per year. And one of that euros goes to Finanzamt because you have to pay capital gains tax on dividends. So be patient. And second disadvantage, if you get a dividend, it's coming from somewhere. When a 100 euro stock is paying a 4 euro dividend, the stock is worth only 96 euros after that. We call this ex-dividend price. So it's essentially just left pocket to right pocket. Actually, it's worse because you have to pay capital gains tax on dividends, or you invest in a pension. Then you don't have to pay taxes until you take money out of the pension. Sounds exciting to save some taxes? I agree! Here's 4 videos on pensions in Germany explaining everything in detail. Link to all of them is in the description. Of course, some stocks recover quickly from the ex-dividend price, but that's not guaranteed. Like your dividend is not guaranteed. Companies can cut their dividend at any time. You have no legal right to a dividend. And 63 out of the 500 companies in the S&P 500 cut their dividends last year. That's a lot more than 10% of the biggest companies in the US. And when they do this, the stock price usually falls as well. This goes to show you that it's not just about investing in high dividend paying stocks or ETFs. A passive income investment strategy is much more sophisticated than that. Let us know in the comments if you want to see a video about that. Possibility number 2 for passive income is interest. Now you might say, but Axel, the interest rate in Germany is 0. Wait. Let's speak about the advantages first. Very similar to passive income from dividends, you can start with small money. There's hardly any limitation where you're required to invest a minimum amount of money to start earning interest. And the second advantage, interest means really generating something, so it's a real productive asset. We just determined that dividends are fundamentally left pocket to right pocket. When you get this much dividend, the price of the dividend paying stock or ETF decreases also by this much. That's not the case with interest rate. Interest is paid on top of your account value. There's no X interest date or X interest price. It's a straight up additional payment. But I know exactly what you're thinking now. Interest sounds nice, but there is no interest rate in Germany. It's 0. Nah. It's certainly hard to find interest rate in this historically low interest rate environment. That's true. It's not like you can walk into any bank and they throw interest at your face. But just because you don't get interest on your bank account or savings account doesn't mean there is no interest out there. It's just tough to find, so you know where you have to look at. If you want to know more about options with a higher interest rate than 0, for your emergency fund, for example, let us know in the comments and I'll make a video about it. And second disadvantage, like dividends, interest rate is not guaranteed. Don't get me wrong, as soon as your bank is now bankrupt, they have to pay your interest rate. But they can also change it. Just recently, someone sent us a screenshot where his German bank told him that they will start charging Verwahrentgelt of 0.5% on his savings account. That's basically a negative interest rate of minus 0.5% per year on his savings. So he's giving his bank money and they charge him for that. Not exactly a great deal from a customer perspective. Last but not least, possibility 3 for passive income, buying real estate and renting it out to generate rental income. Let me repeat that, because some of you might have not heard exactly what I just said. Buying real estate and renting it out. That's right. We're talking about real estate investing, not purchasing a home for self-use. Why? Because that's not gonna generate passive income for yourself. But Axel, I'm saving on rent, so that's kind of like having passive income. It's not. And if you're buying a home under the assumption that at some point in the future you will live rent-free, you're buying under the wrong assumption. Please don't kill the messenger. Of course at some point you paid off your loan and don't have to pay the bank anymore. But a house will always cost you. Like this house that was built in the 50s. Fresh looking roof right there. Or this house that was built in the mid-60s. Or this beauty that was renovated last in the 70s and 80s. You don't think a property needs at least a little renovation every couple of years, huh? If you want to know more about the real costs of your home for self-use, let us know in the comments and we'll make a video about it. And if you're still struggling with the question if buying or renting is better for you, check out this video. Link is in the description. Alright, let's come to the advantages of passive income from renting out real estate. First of all, and undeniably, you see it almost everywhere in Germany, real estate has been a pretty good asset class over the last years. And when I say pretty good, I mean pretty good. Prices have been going through the roof. Here's a statistic from Empirica, an independent research institute that shows the development of German real estate prices in Germany. All real estate prices have been indexed at 100 in 2004 and have been recalculated quarter over quarter. You can see that regions with a population growth of more than 1% have almost doubled. That's the big cities with their suburbs. And other hidden champions, like Leipzig for example. If you're interested in exciting real estate investments in these regions, check out our property portraits. Link to the playlist is in the description. Below the growing regions is Germany as a whole in light blue, and regions with no population growth shortly below that in red. And then there's something that was quite surprising to me. Even in regions with declining population of more than 1%, real estate prices increased. Now, 31% over 16 years is not that great, but still. And advantage number 2 is that 31% is much more than 30% to you. Why? Because you're smart and you leverage your real estate investment with a bank credit. If you buy a property for 100k and put up 10k as a down payment, if this property increases by just 10%, you basically doubled your money. Of course you would have to pay taxes and fees and everything, but there's a lot of offsetting factors that increase your return too. And if you don't have money for a down payment yet, you might want to check out our video on the 5 alternatives to investing in real estate that do not require a big upfront investment. You know where the link is. By the way, I'm currently thinking of doing a whole real estate course that would explain everything about German real estate, very into detail. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. The major disadvantage of investing in real estate is that you're probably not gonna buy 10, 20 or 30 properties at once. Congrats if you do though. But more often than not, you will buy slowly and steady one property at a time. So at least in the beginning of your real estate investment career, you severely lack diversification. So if something goes wrong with your one property, you might be in real financial trouble. Imagine your tenant moves out and you don't find a new one for just a couple of months. A good one that is. Because we can all agree that you want a trustworthy tenant, not just any random person, right? Right. Who's paying your bank loan if your rental property is empty? And that's why something like a rent pool might be a good idea, because it guarantees that you will get your rental income, even if your flat is empty. It sounds really cool in this short video, right? You buy a property, invest almost nothing, get a huge bank credit, your tenant pays it off for you, and you get rich without doing anything. But I told you in the beginning, that's not how it works. Real estate is a lot of work, and if you're not doing this work correctly, real estate can be a nightmare really quickly. And that's the second disadvantage of passive income by investing in real estate. It's actually not passive income. You have to find new tenants, manage the building, most of the time with the other owners involved, manage the whole property, repair stuff that breaks, handling the tax work. There's so much to do that you're not seeing in the beginning. It's incredible. And everyone who invested in real estate already will confirm that. And that's why I can only recommend, especially for all you expats out there that don't even speak sufficient German, do not buy a random property off the internet. Buy a property that is completely managed by professionals, so you don't have any work with it. I do it the same way, even though I speak German. I have a full-time job already. I don't need another one. And also, this video is about passive income. And if you're having a lot of work with your rental property, it's not passive, it's active again. So if you're interested to know what kind of properties are available in Germany that are specifically sold to investors and require zero work from your side, feel free to reach out. Oh, and also, this list was done in an alphabetical order. Dividends, interest, rental income. So it's not like one is better than the other, because the best always depends on your personal situation and the goals you have. And lastly, this is not an either or. Try to go for all three if you can. Diversification is always good. Never put all your eggs into the same basket. What do you think? Which passive income strategy is exciting to you? And are there maybe other ideas for passive income that I forgot? It's gotta be real passive income though. Let me know in the comments and enlighten the community so that we will all reach financial success. Take care, everybody.